First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles Jack. So, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me, man. If you're just not getting tuned in, man, welcome. Come on in the kitchen, man. We cooking. We got a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot. By the way, man, what it's been about 4 or 5 months. I don't know. I done lost count. Somewhere up in there. But, you know, I said before, yeah, I'm going to go and just drop my videos on YouTube. And I came back to the ground. But, yeah, I'm going to go and do my videos on YouTube. And I just like post different posts and pics and stuff like that. Sit down, girl. And stuff like, why the hell does she always act crazy when I get on these videos, girl? Sit your ass down. Anyway, yeah, you're going to have to catch me on YouTube for my videos. Yeah, I done gave you about 4 or 5 months, yeah, going in. I done dropped about 360 videos. So, yeah, yeah, we gonna be on YouTube, so shout out to those that's rocking with me, man. Want to talk about some different shit, man. This is a very neglected division. Actually, I think it's a very talented division. I think it don't get enough. It don't get talked about enough. I guess because it ain't no superstars at 140 or some shit. You know, I'm really getting tired of this shit. You know, you got to be a superstar for people to talk about the division and shit. Anyway, Subriel Matias, straight up out of Puerto Rico. Yep. I got to talk about him. How good is he? Because I looked at him a little closer today. Did a little film study. Different shit. A lot of shit. That motherfucker a throwback fighter. Yeah, he better than my original perception of him. I gotta be honest, I had only watched one complete fight. By the way, that was the fight where his opponent lost his life after that, and yeah, you know, but anyway, that's not his fault. He's just a fighter, and he was in there fighting, and stuff like that goes on. And so, to the casual fans that don't know about that stuff goes on. So, condolences to that man's family, and yeah, but anyway, I saw that fight, and it wasn't even because of that. I just happened to see the fight. And I watched highlights of him. But I actually really watched some of his fights today. I watched them real close. Even rewind and look back over it, watch certain rounds again. I really looked through this Matias. I always said he was good, but I definitely think he's better than good. Subriel Matias is tough. You know, I don't say that about a lot of fighters. He tough. That motherfucker tough. I'm finna tell you 2 fighters he put me in the mind of. Felix Trinidad. I swear to God, he put me in the mind of Felix Trinidad. And he put me in the mind of David Benavidez. I'm gonna tell you something. I can't even compare. I can't do too much comparison to Trinidad, because Trinidad is a Hall of Famer. But David Benavidez is somebody that's still fighting. I think Subriel Matias is better than David Benavidez. I think he a better fighter. I'm gonna tell you why. Even though he get hit flush at times, he got that little shell, you know, little throwback shit, and he catch some of them punches. Benavidez don't really catch no punches. His chin catch every punch. So, and also, his inside game is better. But David Benavidez got a better jab. Yeah, I think Matias any more athletic. I think Matias is a better fighter than David Benavidez. So I'm saying that to say this. when you look at the attention David Benavidez get when he's destroying dudes, Matias is doing the same exact thing, and he's not getting much attention. So, yeah, I'm going to speak up about him, man. I'm going to be honest, bro. You know, I know Puerto Rico is looking for another star. I'm going to tell you something. I did not know Xander Zayas was 20 years old. Didn't know that motherfucker going to be dangerous. He gonna fight all the way up to 175. He's so big at 155. He gonna fight all the way up to light heavyweight. He gonna be I ain't gonna say Hall of Fame. I don't know that yet. But I'm just saying that dude promising though. I definitely believe in that kid. Xander Zayas, man. I think he the best thing smoking coming out of Puerto Rico. A lot of prospects y'all got coming up. Edgar Berlanga, I just don't think I don't think he's living up to the expectation. But anyway, Matias is somebody that I think needs to be talked about more. I think we need to talk about him a little bit more. That motherfucker. And his hand speed is very underrated. And he got so many, you know, I can't help but look at the genetics. You know, and it's funny when he getting announced at the fights. You know, fans are so fucking, you know, you motherfuckers be about to boo him until you hear, listen, they be like, and coming out of the other corner with the blue trunks trimmed and right. Helen got a Puerto Rico. Then they start, whoa, motherfucker, if he had to say Detroit, Michigan, your motherfuckers would have booed him. So, I just look at him, because, you know, Matias pretty dark. So, yeah. So, yeah, I be looking at these fans. I just be laughing to myself sometimes. But anyway, Matias is a dog, and he tough. That motherfucker's tough. It ain't many fighters in boxing that's tough. He tough. That motherfucker tough. But I'm going to tell you somebody else who tough, Matias. This fight got to happen, bro. There is no fight at 140 that I want more than Regis Prograis versus Subriel Matias, man. That fight got to happen, bro. That fight got to happen, and that's a tough fight. Tough fight for both men. Tough fight, 50-50. Tough fight. I'm going to tell you some crazy shit. Matias got faster hands than Regis. But Regis uses jab better. And Regis is just as good on the inside. And I think Regis hit harder. I think Regis hit much harder. Much harder? No. I ain't going to say he hit much more. Regis got heavy hands. Matias' hands cut you like a blade. Yeah, he cut you. And he beats you down like Spence. He beats you the fuck. Matias hit hard in the motherfucker though. He can hurt Regis. Matias is a monster. He can hurt Regis. That's a tough fight. It won't go the distance. Let me tell you something. No fight will go the distance with Matias. This motherfucker's a throwback fighter, bro. That motherfucker, boy, you put on for Puerto Rico, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That motherfucker, he's like a athletic Mexican. Yeah, like how Mexicans look. But he athletic. And he got fast feet. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. The way Matias closed the distance, that shit is different, bro. He closed the distance quicker than David Benavidez. That's why I said I think he's better, because he's fast, bro. He fast, and it's underrated. And the way he changes punch speeds. Oh, not only that, those hooks to the body. I think that's his most devastating punches. Yeah, and when he clip you to the body with them hooks, you can't help but drop them arms, and that's when he crush you with them left hooks and right hooks. That motherfucker got fast hands, and he throw combinations and shit. Regis Prograis, that's a good ass fight. That fight won't go the distance. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. I think David Haney would beat Regis Prograis. I'm gonna tell you what would be the key factor. The key factor is the hand speed of Devin Haney, and his feet are faster, and the jab. He'll keep him up out, and Devin got a good ass clinch game. He'll clinch Rigas. They'll say they might say it's the most boring fight ever because Devin will clinch Rigas all night, and he's strong enough to clinch him. So I think he beat Rigas. The tougher fight for Devin Haney would be against Matias. That's the toughest fight at 140 for Devin. Anybody coming up to 140, the toughest fight stylistically. I'm not saying he's better than Rigas, but stylistically, bro, to keep Matias off you, I don't think it's enough clinching in the world. You got to have some pop. You got to have some pop, or you going to have to just clinch that motherfucker all goddamn night. Nobody can punch with him. There's nobody at 140 that can keep up with his punch. You got to hurt him. You got to hurt Matias. And he can be hurt. I done seen him hurt several times, but he got that shit. He got about 8 different tanks in him. Yeah, he get tired. You may see him tired in the 3rd round. You see him come back in the 6th. That motherfucker look like the fight just started. That motherfucker got that Trinidad shit in him, too. I like that motherfucker. Yeah, I like it, bro. Gary Antoine Russell. I'm going to tell you some real shit. I want Rigas versus Matias. But the next fight, because y'all both at PBC. And I'm looking at this shit. Gary Antoine, you should be trying to get that Matias smoke, bro. I'm calling out all 140-pound fighters, bro. Y'all got to see Matias. Y'all got to go through him, bro. And that his condition is like them fighters in the 80s. His conditioning, that motherfucker pure muscle. And you know, I got to say, with Matias, you pissed me off, though, bro. Your genetics, he got to be about 5'10". He may be 5'11". He may be 5'11". But his reach, oh, bro. You don't use your jab like that, bro. And you pity-pat it with your reach. Man, I just wish you started throwing that jab in the straight right hand. Or just jab your way in more. Because you get hit because you don't jab your way in. And that's dangerous. Or with a fighter like Rigas. Rigas throw them sledgehammer shots. If he catch you on the side of your head or on the top of your shit, he gonna clip you, bro. You got too much reach. And Manny Robles is trying to, and you know, I think you do better with a Robert Garcia, man. You know. But anyway, you don't use your jab enough. And you never throw the straight right. Your length, I want to see what your power like from a distance, too. I love them short shots. But you could, and I'm going to tell you something, to beat a Rigas, to beat a Devin Haney, to beat a Gary Antoine Russell at this point, I don't know where his head is, bro. Don't know, so, but I think he needs to fight you next. I think that need to be your next fight. If not, like I said, I want to see the Rigas Prograis fight. Boy, you versus Tank will be a bad motherfucker. Tank will clip you, though. But if you get to him in time, boy, Tank, he gonna have to hurry up and throw that left uppercut. Soon as the bell rang, just throw the left uppercut. Cause that goddamn Matias, he fast, bro. That motherfucker get to you. That's some psychological goddamn, that shit is traumatizing. If you ain't ready for that shit will traumatize you. That motherfucker jumps on you like a goddamn bird after hibernation. So yeah, Matias, I think he a good fighter. Matias versus Rigas Prograis. That'll be a legendary fight, bro. That'll be a legendary fight. That's the fight I want to see. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles Jack. With that, I'm out.